Hello everybody, welcome back to episode number 2 on my NWA series. Hit the reset button. For those that stuck around for the first one and have returned, thank you very much. First thing you might notice, I have already simmed the first day. Something a bit different I'm trying out this time is when I hit the next day button is to potentially pause the recording and then you'll get the next day instantly. So first off, we have some news. A bit of a spoiler alert here. So straight off the bat, Harley J, one of the new hirings, wants to face Tessa Blanchard. So I shall say, so you got some choices. Hey boss, I've been admiring your work, and I'd love to work with him. I'd like a match with Tessa before the 2nd of July, so it's a month. So you can accept, makes them happy. You can reject, it upsets them. If you accept and meet the promise, they'll be very happy. If you accept, fail, they'll be furious. So I'll accept that one. So I did sign Clark Connors. Looks like his contract up. They probably offered him a written deal. Both of them will be PPA deals. So as you can see here, Kit Wilson of WWE's contract's up because I set all contracts to random for this particular game. WWE have gone for renewal and New Japan want to sign him. You got Kit Sabian's contract up here. Let's have a look. Who else we got? Just looking for any standouts, to be honest. Renewal, exclusive contract offer. So exclusive is written, a written contract. So, and obviously PPA. It says what it says on the scene. Obviously, a lot more people are available now on PPA deals. You'll notice that in the new update. So what we're going to do is scroll all the way to the bottom and look at any TV shows. Here we go. So we've got AEW Coalition, headlined by Jon Moxley defeating MJF. Your Darby beating Swerve, a non-title match. We've got Kenny Omega and Angle. He is set to injured, so I must have not set that he can't appear in Angles. So Johnny TV beat the Butcher on Ring of Honor. We'll look at GCW here. They had Danhausen win the main event. Nick Gage always seems to win the world title on the simulators. OVW had a show. EC3 retains the national heavyweight title. And Stardom had their tour. Starlight Kid won their World of Stardom Championship. So this is where I'd sim to next day. So hopefully you'll get it instantly. And pop magic, we're at the next day. So Ivy Lee's has been offered a contract by OVW, and that's a bit of a surprise. Look at that, Sam Stoker signs a contract with New Japan Pro Wrestling. So he will see out his WWE contract. Let's type his name in. Oh, he's gone there instantly, so his contract must have been just up just like that. Any other big signings? Not really, just that's the big one. So again, I'm going to scroll all the way to the bottom. We had an indie show, looks like a Japanese one. You've got TGPW. GCW had another pay-per-view. Nick Gage retained the world title. All Japan had a show. Revolution Pro. To be honest, I'm not going to click on every single one all the time, but just to give you a bit of a look in of what's ahead. Alright, till the next day. Sometimes this game throws a lot of surprises at you. Dr. Wagner and WWE come to terms on agreement. That to me is quite a surprising one. Dragon Lee signs with New Japan. So a couple of random surprises there. which, yeah, so he leaves WWE. See, this is something I didn't actually look to do. What I should have done, when anytime you do randomize for the contracts, you can see if what are we looking for, works for WWE. So no one's available to hire. NXT, you can hire these two, but that's because they work for multiple people. AEW, that's the same. Everyone I'm clicking on here already have dual contracts. No one's standing out as being written deal up early. Wow, again, it'll be interesting to see how he's booked. So we had WWE main event and CMML, which just quickly show you. Main event had, what a debut for Dr. Wagner. Main event of main event, he loses to LA Knight. They had WWE Raw. So we had Strowman beat Dijak. Jey Uso beat Elton Prince. Carmelo Hayes beat Bobby Lashley, nice. Oh, that one only got 40% there. Nia Jax beating Ivy Neal. Orton beat Dr. Wagner Jr. and Kevin Owens beat Drew McIntyre in the main event by pinfall. Oh, the other way around, apologies. Drew McIntyre beat Kevin Owens by pinfall. Alright, let's go to the NWA. So I've pre-booked my show. So we start off, Billy Corgan is in the ring. He informs the wrestling world that the NWA has a mystery investor who bought 50% stake in the company. They agreed to hit the reset button, as they say, and start again. All titles are vacated. Billy Corgan announces he will be gracefully stepping back from the public eye, and the new general manager that will run things on his behalf, and that man is Aaron Stevens. You might recognise him as Damien Sandow. It's got 68, not bad. So as we continue, Aaron Stevens makes his way out. He shakes hands with Billy, who then leaves, leaving the new GM in the ring alone. Before a word is spoken, EC3 music plays. EC3 comes out, and he is furious. He demands Aaron's first order of business is to hand him back the title. Aaron refuses and tells EC3 this isn't how things work around here. Under his watch, you better back off and watch yourself, or maybe look for employment elsewhere. And that was very high, 83, so good charisma, good charisma. That's going to help me. I boosted their popularity a little bit as well. So some of the new signings. The All-American Girls, Santana Garrett and Amber Nova versus the Wasteland War Party, Max the Impaler, Heidi Howitzer. Max gets the win. This got a decent crowd reaction, 76, only 2.5 stars, but that's good. Good match. Class is intergender as Max is non-binary. Chris Adonis and Odinson are in the ring. When Austin Idol makes an appearance, he announces that Idol Mania Sports Management have picked up new talent, and tonight they will show the world why they will be the elite group in the NWA. Austin Idol's music plays again, and out walks Robert Anthony, Colby Corino, and Casey Navarro. So tag match, we had Adonis and Odinson win. This was by DQ, I believe. I don't know if it actually says on here, but I think I'm pretty certain I sent it as disqualification due to interference, because the finish slightly hurt the match quality. The finish really killed the crowd. But Odinson got massively over for that one, 1.3. Oh, 1-star match quality though. Post-match beatdown. Austin Idol orders the troops to leave the boots in, leaving the faces down line. 64. Everyone got a bit of a popularity boost then. So I've got some character changes here. I know what it's for, so I'm not going to click on it. It's for a later surprise. Tom Leitner, otherwise known as Bram, versus Low Key. New signing, Low Key with the win. 2-star match, 80%, but Tom and Low Key have decent chemistry as opponents. So this could potentially be a new feud. It went 12 minutes, which knackered Tom over there. So we should probably look at maybe giving him a shorter match for next time. EC3 is pacing around backstage. Natalie Markova stops him in his tracks. She believes he is right. He's been wrongfully treated. She informs EC3 she has an idea and maybe should go talk somewhere more private. EC3 agrees and the two are shown leaving. So we are going to turn Natalie heel here. Apparently it failed. I have no idea what failures do, whether it makes them lose popularity, who knows. But they've got 72. Harley J in her debut beat cheerleader Melissa and Ava Everett's triple threat match. 2.5 star, 60% final score. Good match. A creepy video plays hyping the debut of the new trio of Warhorse, Cruel and Carla Rossi. You might recognise her from AEW. These two aren't doing too bad on the indies. It's got 100. That's good. Tag team action. Strongheart, Seema and T-Hawk beat Joe, Alonzo and Kerry Morton. Not too bad match. 2.5 star, 54%. Kenzie Page and Kylie Page set out an open challenge, which is answered by Tessa Blanchard and Teal Piper. This got 72. The duo of Teal Piper and Tessa are known as Diamonds in the Rough. They bring out Tully Blanchard as their manager. They pick up the win over Pretty Empowered. This only got a 57 2-star match. Not too bad, I guess. Tag action. So the world's greatest tag team, Shelton Benjamin and Charlie Haas, take on a new team I've put together of Trevor Lee and Davey Richards, known as now No Remorse. Decent 16-minute match. Got 62 3 stars. Charlie Haas was struggling to breathe at the end of the match, so 16 minutes is obviously too long for Charlie. Following the match, Trevor Lee and Davey Richards are celebrating when LAX 5150 arrive. Conan says they have been put on notice. So as you can see, Conan is with LAX. We've got Rita Reeves over here. She was in NXT. Danny Limelight, Ivy Lee's Homicide, and the man I plan to push is Mike Santana. So overall, not a bad first show. I would say that I'm happy with that. The fact that with better productions you could have scored a 67, so that could be worth noting when I look at how much it cost me to improve my production, to be honest. Got a little bit of news. We made 22,000 in ticket sales. That's not too bad. You got Riddle's contract coming up. You've got Trick Williams here, who there's no point in me challenging for these guys because I would just get smashed, to be honest. NXT had the main event for the Women's North American Championship, and Jordan Grace has become the first North American Women's Champion. That's pretty cool. A local indie show. Look, Tiger Raj Singh. That would be Jinder Mahal. Lost to Heather Monroe. Alright. Better production. How much is it going to cost me to improve my production? I mean, there's marketing, back office, music. Is it? I'm gonna guess it's probably this here to bump it up from below average to. You know what? I said at the start I wasn't. This cost me $360 a month. Let's take the punt. 50 grand to implement. Now it's 450 a month. Let's hope the gamble's worth it. So we're on to Thursday. The big news here. Bad Bunny has signed for CMLL. That'll be pretty cool. Mexican promotion, gave him a big star. Yeah, the only other thing today is Dynamite. Well, that is one heck of a main event on Dynamite. Let's scroll down. You've got Bryan Danielson beating Christian Cage, getting a 93. You've got MJF beating Shane Swerve, getting a 90. And then in the main event, you got Okada beating Will Ospreay and getting a 100. I've got a 100 match here already. We're like the first week of the game. Come on, man, that's crazy. Alright, let's forward on. Alright, Friday. Well, there's only one news on Friday. It's a contract renewal. We got OVW. They crowned a new women's champion in Alice Crawley. We've also got TNA Impact. So we'll scroll down. We've got Impact. You've got Jordan Gresham and Steve Macklin. Macklin wins. Ash by Elegance beat Killer Kelly. Alan Angels beat PCO. And in the main event, Laredo Kid beat Danny Luma for the Digital Media Championship. This is pre-spoilers. So now more contracts are coming up. Got JCJ's there. I mean, I suppose out of interest, I could see how much he wants, but so what's JCJ's name? Avery, well, not Avery. So if I wanted to compete, £605 an appearance, that's not too expensive. So I need to probably keep an eye out a bit more on the NXT roster. Whether or not people knew this in the past, if we ever want to see the history of our shows, spoiler alert, are some of my new additions. But you can always go to history here, and it will tell you about your show. And if you ever want to see, you got news as well. It tells you everything that you've done. It tells you your ratings as well. So it's always handy to have this one. WWE, for argument's sake. 3.5 million for SmackDown. I can only wish for that. So we got AEW Rampage. Moxley beat Joe. Mercedes Moné, who was in action, beat Donna Pruzio. We'll have a look at SmackDown, I think. I like looking at this view. So you got Giovanni beat Odyssey Jones, he's appeared. Apollo Crews beat MVP. Braun Breaker beat Omos. Chad Gable beat Ilya Dragunov, and in the main event, Bronson Reed beats Rey Mysterio. Feels like not gonna lie, feels like a bit of a lackluster card in my opinion. WXW. Right, continue. So JC James staying with NXT. Luther's contract's up with AEW. We're back to AEW Collision. Oh, we've got a tag title match here. You got the Young Bucks beating Cutler and Colt Cabana. Ospreay beats Chris Jericho. Matt Jackson was already in a match. Okay, Matt Jackson playing double duty, loses to Okada. And you got the TBS Championship here. Mercedes Moné beat Timeless Tony Storm. That would be a champion versus champion match then, I believe. Ring of Honor crowned a new world champ. So your new world champ is the Beast Morontos. Now that would be Black Toulouse for those that watch TNA. We've got Alex Shelley won the World Heavyweight Champion in Deadlock Pro Wrestling. What else we got here? We've got the North for those UK fans. New Japan. Stephanie Vakori wins the main event. Got an 81. Nice. John Moxley retained the world title. This is the big one here. WWE holds Clash at the Castle. So we'll go to toggle the view. So what have we got here? A-Town Down Under beat the Good Brothers. Retain the tag titles. Awesome Truth have lost the Raw Tag Championship to Drew McIntyre and Randy Orton. What a team. What a team. Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair beat Naomi and Ivor Sky. Liv Morgan retains her title against Zelina Vega. Oh, it's been a great night for Randy. Randy's now also the WWE World Heavyweight Champion. Bayley defeats Tiffany Stratton. You've got Sami Zayn beating Logan Paul to retain the Intercontinental title. Main event, Cody Rhodes defeated Rey Mysterio. So if I click on, that's my roster. If I click on Orton, there you go, look over here, he's got 2 belts here. He's just one half of the WWE Raw Tag Champs, and he is the World Champion. What a hero. Right, more random contracts. We've got Carmelo Hayes' contracts up. Again, I can't compete with WWE. Here's a big one, look at this. Sky Blue. AEW gone to renew it, WWE have approached. So we'll find out where Sky Blue is going to be going. Robin Renegade takes mentorship from Mercedes Martinez in development that underscores a spirit of camaraderie and growth within a wrestling community. Rising star Robin Renegade has been working under the mentorship of industry veteran Mercedes Martinez. This partnership signals a promising phase in her career as they gain invaluable insight, techniques, and guidance. Some have said they are already a noticeable uptick in their abilities. So that is Mercedes Martinez, for those that didn't know, but that's a cool little thing because they've got a good friendship now. So random friendships do happen in this game. Eve, one of the promotions I'm working with, got a good women's division, hence why I picked to work with them. You got Nina Samuels, Session Moth there, and that's why 2 great international stars in their main event. We may see them. Triple A holds Triple Mania. Alberto Del Rio. Let's scroll down a little bit. It might be a little bit fast, just so we can see people you may or may not recognize. There you go, Nick Nemeth. He retained the Mega Championship against Commodore. In the main event, you had Penta, Rush, QT Marshall versus Psycho Clown, Phoenix, and Pegoroni, and Phoenix picked up the win for the team. Man, there's so much going on. New Japan held New Japan Road. Lots of title matches here. El Phantasmo here. Jeff Cobb with a television title defense. Dave Finlay. Sam Stoker's first match that I noticed is a global heavyweight title match, but Dave Finlay retains. Kushida defeats Matt Riddle. Chase Owens and Kenta retain the tag titles. Moxley beats Shota Uno. Main event time. Naito defeat Nick Nemeth for the strong openweight championship. Well, big news of the morning. Sky Blue leaves AEW because she is now part of the WWE roster. Carmelo Hayes is staying with WWE. And we have any other news? There we go, WWE. We'll go for the indie show first. It was in Mexico. WWE main event. Jay said beat Karrion Kross. And let's go for Raw. So Raw had a Andrade beat Karrion Kross. Zelina Vega continues her decent run. Karina James makes her Raw debut. BFAB. Braun Strowman beat Dr. Wagner Jr. He can't catch a break of poor Wagner. Got Rhea Ripley on an angle there with Michin. Blair Davenport beats Michin. Nice. Carlito beat Dexter Loomis. Again, a 43. Nia Jax win. Indy Hartwell beat Maxine Dupree. Main event time. Again, Kevin Owens in the main event, but this time he lost to Shinsuke Nakamura. Alright, up next will be another NWA Power. And then following that, that will be the end of this episode. So let's get on to NWA Power. Okay, the second show for NWA Power. So we open with Aaron Stevens. He announces that he wants some champions tonight. So we're going to have Tessa versus Kenzie versus Harley versus Natalie in a fatal 4-way match for the women's TV title. 83, not too bad. Stephanie Vacure versus Teal Piper. Stephanie with the win. She's not really that over in the North America, so we have to build her up in the NWA. You will start to recognise this person because she'll be showing up in real life AEW. For those that watch AEW, she's a good wrestler, worth checking out. 2-star 73. Chris Adonis defeats Colby Corino. 1-star match 54. The tag team of Chris Dickinson and Salas Young defeat the new tag team of Richard Holiday and Charles Mason, known as Lucky Money. Their manager is Selena Darina. Very good openness boost here for the winners. 2-star match 61. Good match, that one. Good match. So the fatal 4-way, Tessa versus Kenzie versus Natalie versus Harley J. The winner, might be a bit surprising, was Natalie Markakovia. She is your new NWA Women's World Champion. She won this with some interference from Vert Vixen over here. 2-star 69. Following the match, Vert Vixen helps Natalie out the ring, having helped her win the belt. A very pleased looking EC3 comes out clapping in approval. So we are planting the seeds here for a new group. EC3, Natalie and Vert Vixen. Robert Anthony picks up a win for his group. He beats Flip Gordon. Just a standard match, 2-star, 56%. Announcers inform us the audience of Austin Aries is signed. So Marinaro Vita Scott announced that Austin Aries will be debuting soon in the NWA. He's a big signing. Might be controversial, but he's a great wrestler. And we need a star to build around in this company. LAX have arrived in the NWA. They're here to prove they're the best group in the land, and they are not just talkers. Santana wants to lead by example and throws out an open challenge. It's got an 83. The challenge was answered by Davey Richards. A good match, probably one of the better matches so far. 3.5 stars, 67. Good match for Santana there. So good, let's have another. Adam Stephen books the second title match of the evening for the men's NWA World Television Championship. Trevor Lee versus Low-Key versus Seema versus Trevor Murdoch. 93. The world's greatest tag team beat a thrown together team of Clark Connors and Casey Navarro. Shelton Benjamin with a win. 3-star match, 58. Got to build the legends. War Crawl are coming. Another video hyping the debut of Warhorse, Kroll and Rossi. Another 100. And in the main event, Trevor Lee becomes the new World Television Champione. 3.5 stars, 66%. Yeah, pushing Trev to the moon. A lot better ratings show here. Our production settings are limiting our growth. With better production, we could have scored a 70. So, yeah, they want us to keep basically investing money to get better shows. That's basically what you got to do in this game. We don't have enough money at the moment, so we're going to have to build things nice and slowly. Pop. That's normally a sign for news. So good amount of money. We succeeded with our promise to Harley J. I wonder if that makes her, how happy that makes her. Doesn't actually. Oh, there you go. Look, there's me. She's pretty happy about me keeping my promise. So let's go to the new little roster. So we've got one new champion in Trevor Lee. One day. And we've also got Natalie here. She's the World Television Champion. So that's 2 of the belts with new champions. What have we got to go? So we've got a couple more. We've got, who's that? Natalie Paxley there. Her contract's up. We also had NXT on the same day as us. They had Javon Evans beat Ridge Holland in the main event. So yeah, that is the end of this episode. I'm going to try and do 2 shows at a time. So for the next one following this, we should have another weekly TV show, and then we'll have the pay-per-view, where I'll be aiming to crown more champions. Obviously the big one will be the world champion, and potentially looking at crowning a tag champs and a women's champion. For that production level comment, as you can see on the left hand side over here, is to do with marketing, office. There's lots of things we need to improve on. Shows you your active storylines over here. So we've got 72, 67 and 79 for my main one. That's pretty good. And then you can see for the shows, we scored 50% and then 55. So we're doing alright. Slowly building. But yeah, I hope everyone enjoyed. Please leave a like and a comment and tell me what you've liked and don't like so far. And hopefully I'll see you guys sticking around and tune in next time for episode number 3. And as always, please take care.